I'm Jasmine Sadri. I'll be here as your host and moderator for today. Our topic is Chamber of Commerce Resources and Impact in our community. Our wonderful guest today is Mary Dominguez-Santini. By the way, this is part one in a two-part series. I'd like to now tell you about our speaker today. Mary Dominguez-Santini is the founder and president of the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of Grand Prairie. She has a strong background in business development and is a prominent community leader in Grand Prairie. She was also the first Hispanic woman to serve as president of the Grand Prairie ISD Education Foundation and earned the National Social Worker Award in March of 2022. This is actually Mary's first session of two. Now that you know a bit about Mary, I'm going to go on mute and watch the presentation along with all of you. And as a reminder, if you guys have any questions as she's going, please post them in the chat.
Thank you so very much, Jasmine. I'm excited to be here with everybody. Thank you, Seth, for this opportunity. The Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of Grand Prairie is a baby. We've been in existence 4 years. We have over 349 members, and our chamber is different because not only have we started with doing the business advocacy, but because we added community. In our board, it's so important to understand that business and community go together. I have shared our mission and our vision, which is to be the top leading advocate for support and success of minority and women-owned businesses by providing resources, information, and education platforms as we engage in promoting cultural awareness and perseverance of Hispanic culture traditions. Our goals are to provide value to our members by offering programs, resources, and opportunities of value to ensure our members receive quality value and professional services. We are passionate. Our board is 9 people, 9 servant leaders that we are here to promote and excel our small negocios and our medium-sized negocios. The Hispanic Chamber of Commerce as well. We want to make sure that, the summary of what we do is always to exist to support and connect companies with communities, bringing together the best practice to foster new opportunities, connections, growth, and resources. We advocate, we collaborate, we promote, and we serve. And we are passionate about service because that's what keeps us moving, growing, and becoming better and competitive to be able to serve our fast-growing market. The Hispanic Chamber of Commerce brings many resources, partnerships, and opportunities to do business. We do have corporate sponsors. We thank our city of Grand Prairie for being such an amazing, incredible supporter. Dallas College, and some banks, Wells Fargo, as you all know, for providing us the opportunity and the funding that we did to provide some of our most important programs. One of them happens to be the incubator program, which is offered twice a year. The incubator program is a 6 weeks intense boot camp for entrepreneurs and small negocios. We teach you from starting your business A through Z, funding opportunities, networking, branding, access to capital, how to do business with a city, how to do business with a federal government, and it is extensive. We also offer within the incubator program a class to help our negocios how to do their business cards, their flyers, all their marketing material, because every single business needs material. One needs marketing materials. And one thing that we have added, which is very important, all this new AI. So we have integrated a professional company to assist us with AI to better serve our small businesses and entrepreneurs and get them up to date in what is this fast growing and changing world. Of course, we always promote local first to growth initiatives. We're passionate. We collaborate with everybody here in our city. Another thing that we offer is the Women in Business, Mujeres Poderosas, Empowerment Workshops, resources, which is how to empower mujeres. How do we get these women that, want to start a business or want to be a home mom, to be active and earn that little extra income to help their kids with the expenses that they have in school. We collaborate with media for voter engagement, which is very important to help educate our members and families the importance of being an active, good citizen and voting so we can get our funding for our cities. We advocate for small businesses with local city and state governments. We access in our chamber, we have a workstation that seats up to six people, six businesses that want to come in, want to work for us, want to learn how to do resumes, how to do a business plan, how to do a profit and loss, how to strategize. We have that access available at no charge for our small businesses. Our chamber is a small office, but full of potential services and resources. We do a lot of cross collaboration, such as this that we're doing to SEP to bring the best and resources to educate those and inform those of opportunities and resources out there to help you with your business. We're very passionate about community partnerships. The Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is a vibrant chamber. We have our community side, which does the events such as Grand Fiestas Patrias. We do El Grito. We do Dia de los Muertos. We do Las Posadas in Christmas. And that is Magic Christmas. Those are programs that serve over 3,000 families in the city of Grand Prairie. So that tells you right there the Grand Prairie Chamber of Commerce, the Hispanic Chamber, is not only serving our business our businesses. We are serving a community because I understand and we all know our board is passionate about understanding that business and community go together. And that way we can have the two balancing out and servicing businesses serving community, community serving businesses for future collaborations. Our education and workforce development partnerships are with Dallas College and UTA. We work very passionate also with GPISD. We collaborate with the mental awareness, the autism awareness programs that they have. And the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce also has a partnership with GPISD partnership. We have four interns at the time at our office, and they help us with everything from creating the websites, from creating flyers, from moving the social media, everything that you see, all the beautiful flyers, colorful flyers, and programs are done by our Dubisky Business School. So we're very passionate about future generations. We work very close with our STEM girls. STEM Women's Club, which are our seniors from Dubisky, because we want to make sure that we are prepared to serve our future generations. We are very passionate about promoting innovation and inclusion. Therefore, we do two big small business expo that are held every year with over 500 attendees. It's a free general admission, and we do workshops, business to business, community to business, educational workshops, training opportunities, resources and services that the chamber, the city, and other nonprofit organizations are serving for our businesses. We are passionate about collaboration. One of our strongest collaboration, aside from the city, is the Hispanic Contractors Association, the Regional Hispanic Contractors Association. We also are members of the U.S. Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of Washington, D.C. We are members of TMAC. We are members of the Texas Hispanic Chamber of Commerce Coalition, which was formed in Austin and holds 14 Hispanic chambers of commerce are integrated in that coalition. In chambers around Texas, and that is just amazing. So when you say the Grand Prairie Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, yes, we are the newest but fastest growing chamber in DFW, and we love to collaborate and we love to work with other chambers and learn from our leaders that are strong leading other chambers in DFW and across Texas. We are very passionate and collaborate with the city of Grand Prairie and 14 other local nonprofits that we work with for an event every year. We collaborate and we learn to bring those opportunities to our negocios in our community here in Grand Prairie. We are also collaborating with Texas Association of Businesses to be informed on the legislative and business issues going on. And to tell you a little bit about Grand Prairie is 48.8% Latinos. Grand Prairie is the minority majority city, but we serve everybody. I want to thank Ethifax for providing us with these statistics because we are growing. Grand Prairie has 93,000 Hispanics. Our buying power is second place. Just imagine that. So it's just amazing. Why Grand Prairie starting? Because we did not have a voice. We did not have a voice that would advocate for small negocios. So it was very much needed in in a minority, majority city of Grand Prairie. Here is our organizational team. Myself, as the president, CEO, and founder of the Grand Prairie Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Our chairwoman, Patty Aldapi, which is the small business owner. Lilian Bonilla, which dignifies and represents the Salvadoranian community in Grand Prairie, and also is a small business owner. Don Inocencio is our financial literacy ambassador. Elizabeth Guerra with Dallas College is our workforce and development ambassador. Imelda Castillo is community outreach and tax. Petrina Higgins from the city of Grand Prairie is on our advisory board, so we can get firsthand on helping our contractors how to do business with a city and have also a slice of the pie, if that's what you want to call it, because it's very important to me in this chamber. Opportunities and equal opportunities are most important. Um, so, we thank Petrina and the city of Grand Prairie for being so amazing and incredibly supportive of this chamber. And our last member here, Jesus Avelar, he's the vice president of Frost Bank, who is very involved in the incubator program and helps us tremendously continue growing and educating our small negocios. Our business partners, as you can see, are the UTA, the City of Grand Prairie, the GPI is the Education Foundation, Epic Medical Research. We're very strong on healthcare issues and services because we know our community is lacking those. And the opportunity, not because they're not there, but because they don't know the resources all around in all the chambers in the city in DFW, and we want to make sure they take advantage of the resources in healthcare that are available to them. Um, Prosperity, these are on the side, you will see some of our members, business partners that collaborate and sustain our chamber. Networking opportunity. The year just began and we are pretty much getting our calendar going. We have several events online. Last year we did 28 networking events. We held 2 incubator classes, which equaled um, to 38 graduating small negocios. And that is a big impact because that traduces to supporting economic development in our city. Community events, we did 31. Educational workshops, which is our top, is 16. Ribbon cuttings, we did 5. And annual big events in collaboration with the city, with other nonprofits, we did 5. And 7 in total in collaborate. One was in Dallas, one was in Fort Worth. So if you count right, 87 events. So we stay pretty much busy. We love what we do, but we love bringing opportunities. Our chamber is passionate about education. The workshops and the trainings are our most important valuable tools that we want to offer our members. We need to empower them, we need to train them, we need to bring all these workshops and trainings to help them grow their business and become successful. Our chamber initiatives, like I said, is the incubator program. This year we started with legislative policy, last year, I'm sorry, which is very important to us to be up to date with all the laws that are regulations that are building up in Austin. So we want to make sure that we know what is benefiting or affecting our members so we can give them heads up on all this situation. But financial literacy offers the business and bankers luncheons, which we are passionate about, and we help our negocios with the profit and loss, their financial reports, their how to do some bookkeeping. We bring bookkeepers in, we bring CPAs so they can understand when you go to a bank, the banks are here to lend money. They're here to help you. It's how you approach them that's going to make the difference to help your business get the access to capital that you need. Uh, we do a lot of business showcase and email campaigns. We have over 3,600 emails from all the districts across, not only local in DFW, but across Texas. So whatever you send us, our members as a promotion, that flyer is going to go to everybody in our database. And we send a newsletter once a week or depending the situation. I know that this week we have sent out 3 campaigns to make sure that our members don't lose out on the opportunities that everybody out there is offering aside from your chamber. The Young Professional Student Program is we started this last year. Like I said, our seniors that we use, we help them because they're from the business area. So if they want to start a business and they do the full senior year internship with the chamber, we give them ability to start the business, guide them, do their incubator at no cost, and the business registration, LLC, all the formation at no cost. It's a way of us, the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, giving back to our future generations for them giving their senior year to help the chamber grow. We do one-on-one member consulting. I'm very careful on the memberships. I don't want just members to come, pay us, and then not see them again. I like to meet my members. I like to meet face to face or Zoom so we can understand and better serve and make sure that our goals, our purpose to serve and educate and bring resources are met. More than a membership, we need to make sure as chambers we are fulfilling our obligation to serve and grow our negocios. Um, the partnership development with cultural awareness is with Hispanic Heritage Ambassadors DFW, which is arts and culture. It's a 501c3, and Hispanic Heritage Ambassadors has been in existence here in Grand Prairie for 17 years. And the chamber has been in existence for years. So bringing together all the cultural richness that Hispanic heritage embraces together with the passion of educating and service our business community is just remarkable. One thing that we are working and have on our schedule for this year is the trade missions, and we hope that we can get our first mission uh, by fall. Um, we are passionate about the marketing training and the numbers to keep us on track of who to serve and how to better serve. Um, the voter education encouragement. We don't tell individuals who to vote for. We tell them the importance of exercising their right to vote to make sure that those communities, those cities, those negocios get the funding that they deserve. Um, AI, social media, I said we have a company that just came in, Nortex, and they're passionate about showing all this cybersecurity, all this AI intelligence, and they're going to be at our Small Business Expo on April 17th. Um, we work really close with GSA federal contracting workshops. We need to make sure that our small businesses understand that the opportunities with our city, state, and local governments are for everybody. They don't have a name attached to them. It's for everybody's opportunities are for everybody. It's just how we approach them and what we have, who do we have that right connect person that is going to help our negocios connect. And we have an excellent person, Albert Garza, with GSA Federal Contracting, who is passionate and shares wonderful opportunities and guides you how to get in your SAM.gov, how to do actual business with the federal grants and the money that is there is just amazing. And another of the workshops, the final here is the ABC's Business Startup and Small Business Workshops that we do. English, and Spanish, and they're very, very popular. Uh, I would encourage and would like to invite everybody to visit our website and see about the opportunities, the events that we have coming up. We always put our events on our website, but if there's anything that I can help with, I am available to answer any questions at any time. Your chamber, this is one thing that we are distinct from others. If you look at our chamber website, my cell phone is there aside from the office because I want to make sure that if we're in business and it's a weekend and we have one of our members and they need something from us, it's a Saturday or Sunday, my cell phone is there. I want to make myself available because I want our members to understand their membership. I respect their membership. I respect their investment. And I want to make sure I am available to answer their questions if they're in need and they run into any situation on a weekend. Benefits to the city. What are our benefits to the city? Is our incubator program, workforce development that we bring, marketing, economic development, the tax, how to do your best formation. Um, we just that incubator program is just remarkable, and what it brings, what is the benefits that it brings to the city, the workforce development, the jobs, the employment catalyst, the marketing, the promotions, the branding of the city. It's the brick branding, having all this incubator and collaborations, knowing that our city, our Grand Prairie, is a city that embraces diversity, that is passionate about bringing opportunities, and is passionate about supporting organizations such as the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce to ensure that we are serving and our community knows of all the events and resources our city has. Um, Economic development and economic development, community development. It's just our city has our chamber has many benefits in the city, and we're passionate and grateful that we can receive support from our ciudad. Um, some of the collaborations that we've done are with us, not all city, with the city of Grand Prairie, we do several. We have also contacted Canaco, Mexico, which they're very strong in San Antonio. For some reason, we don't see them too much in Grand Prairie, but it's in my goals because I am a firm believer opportunities and Grand Prairie has great potential to get Canaco to visit. NTTA, DART, RHCA, Dallas College, UTA, SBA, SCORE, GSA, uh, Office of Small and Disadvantaged Business Utilization, Office of the Governor in Texas. They have an amazing resource which is visited their office for anybody out there looking to do business in Texas. I highly encourage you to visit that website. It is a remarkable page, a tool full of tools and information resources to start a business and start it the right way. Um, U.S. Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, Texas Business Association, Texas Hispanic Coalition Chambers of Commerce, and TAMAC. And this is our office. Please contact us if you feel we can assist you. Every chamber has a every chamber, in my opinion, is a treasure chest. Wherever you live, contact your chamber and see what they have to offer. I am honored and humbled to collaborate with everybody that I have knocked on the door. They're passionate, they have opened the doors, and are always willing to support the Grand Prairie Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, Seth, for the opportunity. Let me know what else I can do.
Thank you for that, Mary. What a wonderful presentation. Now let's start the Q&A portion of this. Mary, we did have a question that did come in. It says, if someone wants to start a business, but is not sure if there is a market for the product or service they are thinking about, can the chamber give guidance about the potential for success related to the product or service in mind? And if so, how would they go about doing that?
Absolutely. That's very important. Thank you, Jasmine, for saying that. In our chamber, when somebody wants to start a business, we want to make sure that there is a potential, there's a niche. We don't want the people to use that money that they have and just lose it in 6 months and a year from today. So when they come to The Hispanic Chamber, our chamber. Um, we want to make sure that we analyze what they're doing, what they want to do before even getting into becoming a chamber member, because we want to make sure that our name, our brand goes a long way their success story. So yes, definitely we can, and it's our obligation, my chamber's obligation when they come to us to guide the people on how to do the market study before even starting a business. It's very important that a market study be done, find your niche before spending your money. Absolutely.
I love this. I love how truly hands-on and intimate this approach is with how you guys do it. It's so wonderful. Another question here, and you guys don't be shy. Drop your questions in the chat. I see them coming through. If someone watching this right now is like, "Oh my goodness, this sounds amazing. What if my business is too small or doesn't fit a certain criteria? Am I still eligible to be part of something like this?"
Everybody is welcome. Everybody. And like I said, Jasmine, in our chamber, we're different. I like to meet one on one because I want to make sure that I am part of your success story. I don't want you to give me your membership and not see you again or see you struggling. I want everybody is welcome to join, regardless where they're at. We have members from Dallas, Fort Worth, um, Arlington, Mansfield. Everybody is welcome. If you feel that this chamber is your key to success, which I tell everybody, give me the opportunity. Let me show you what I can do for you. You know, um, they're welcome to invest, and I don't call it an expense. I call it an invest in your business. Invest and let me be part of your growth. That's what I ask for.
I love it. I
Everybody's
love
welcome.
So inspiring. And, this just hits the nail on the head with the complete inclusion. There's no exclusivity here, folks. Everybody's welcome. It's community. And I love that aspect about what you drove home. Question just came through. Can the chamber help me find a good location for my restaurant, Mary?
Yes, we can. We don't pick and choose, but when you know your city and when you have that great connection with your city, absolutely, we can help you, and you take it from there. We give them, a list of locations once we do the study and they see where they go, and we kind of guide them who their target is. We absolutely help them. It's part of helping them be success. Location is one of the priorities when you're starting a business. Location, location, location. So absolutely, yes, we help them with that.
I love that. And Grand Prairie is such this little hidden charm gem in the Metroplex, that whole downtown stretch. You can just tell like you just feel the community when you're there.
Yes, Grand Prairie, is a community city. Everybody knows everybody, Jasmine. I mean, I am so honored. I have my own day in Grand Prairie. That's how, how this city how grand this city is. When they know they take, they appreciate what you do for the people here. They appreciate your sharing your experience. They appreciate you bringing all this goodness because you know what? At the end of the day, these are history marks that we're going to be leaving for future generations. So, Grand Prairie, I love my city. Originally, I'm from El Paso, Texas. I'm a border town girl. I've been here 27 years, and I love Grand Prairie. I love it.
And you sound like a native.
Yeah,
You're not even El Paso anymore. We're claiming you in Grand Prairie.
yes, absolutely, yes.
I'm kidding. I'm not going to make anyone in El Paso mad. Mary, one of the things you touched on, and I love because I personally have a heart for younger generations. So I love that this is part of the initiative. Mentioning GPISD. And making sure that you guys inspire our younger generation there in Grand Prairie. Talk to us a little bit about how it's been received actually from that younger community.
You know what? I am so excited. When I was elected for the Grand Prix ISD Education Foundation president, one thing, Jasmine, why I accepted that nomination was because of the scholarship opportunities. A lot of our students are not aware, don't know what foundations are. And one thing every single individual has to be consciente about is that we need to make sure that we educate our future generations on scholarship, on money that is there. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. And the last thing we want is this the kids that have so much potential to stop a career because they don't have access to money. That is when the money's there. One thing would be we don't have it, but the money's there. So it has been GPISD is remarkable. It's a great district to collaborate and work, and to me, it has been a blessing. Getting not only with a district, with a board, education foundation, but also serving these generations. Um, these kids know more than me. I look at them, I look at their careers, these women in STEM, and what they bring to the table, their stories, where they want to be in 3, 5 years from now. You know, we need to support these future generations and organizations like SER, like the chambers, like the cities, like every single business out there, individual corporate America that has that opportunity, those scholarships to to make sure that this STEM girls or that this college ready students have a career, have a job out there when they finish. It's just something that is always going to be there. It's something that's never going to end because future generations are going to continue. So I hope that it hasn't been hard. It hasn't been easy. To me, I've made it a priority. As a grandmother, I have 11 kids and I have two graduating this year. I want to make sure that everybody understands they can achieve their dreams because the only person that they can compete against is themselves. When they get up in the morning and look at themselves in the mirror, that's your competition right there. And that's who you go after and try to be better every single day and knock on doors and knock on windows and make sure that you reach your full potential. Everybody can grow. These future generations have a remarkable career. They're smart, they're brilliant, they're passionate, they have so much to give, and we need to make sure that everybody comes together to help these seniors.
I love that. And you've touched on so many things that I'm like, yes, amen. These kids now, the world truly is at their fingertips like it was not for our generations. Um,
Exactly.
and I sit here and I see like you said, I mean, my friend's 9-year-old can work my computer. I have to ask him,
Yes,
and so for all the resources, and I really love that, the high schools are really getting ahead of the curve and really infusing things that are actual things that are important in life, right? And I love that the
absolutely.
chamber is doing that as well.
Yes, and we educate our kids. A lot of the seniors, Jasmine, they don't know what chambers are. They don't know what the function, and it's important to educate them. What is your chamber? Because at the end of the day, we want to educate them to make sure as well that they don't get ripped off, that they don't lose their money, that they don't lose, most important than the money, their dreams, their goals, you know? So it's really important to educate our kids the importance of the chambers, giving back to your community as far as community side, civic engagement, it goes together.
Yes, it does. And Mary, you touched on something about as high schoolers not even knowing what I in high school, I just thought the chamber is just some, you know, government building that
For
had
big
no
people.
connection to me.
Hmm.
And I love that you guys are saying no, the chamber is here for you to help you.
Absolutely. Yes. We're here to serve. We have 9 people on our board. And I'll tell you that those people, Jasmine, they're passionate. I mean, we all sit together and what do we want to do? We want our businesses to grow. We want our businesses to succeed. And what do we want to do with these seniors? Those that want to start a business, we want to make sure that we give them the tools, that we empower them, and that when they graduate and they finish a career or go to a career, they can start their business.
I love it.
Just make it better for them. Mhm.
Yeah. Well, a question just dropped in the chat, and guys, keep them coming. We love these. Sorry, I'm going off kilter, just chatting with Mary here. And I know that you said self-professed, you're a dinosaur when it comes to technology, as am I. So this next question, how do you see AI helping to support the chamber's efforts?
Oh, you know what? Definitely, it's how you use it, and I'm telling you, it's definitely helping as far as the writing, the letters, the flyers, the teaching the small negocios. Hey, if you don't catch up or your grammar's not the best, we have AI, we have ChatGPT. The future is changing. And all this writing down, that's going to change. So we need to make sure that we empower our small businesses with AI. I was afraid of it, and I still shrink with computers. But you know what?
Me
Yeah.
too.
I said, I have a lot of work. Yeah, hey, I can't let this AI scare me. I need to learn, okay, am I prepared for a cyber attack? Am I prepared to know and understand what the difference is from a new accurate website or how to create a flyer? From marketing to AI, it's important to educate and empower our negocios on both because it's changing. And I guarantee you it will definitely help the chamber because if we are qualified and we're on top with the AI, small negocios are going to see, or medium size are going to say, hey, this chamber's on top. Hey, we're on TikTok. Don't ask me how we start, but we're in TikTok. And that's how we're fast evaluating.
I love that. You're hip. You're on
Yeah.
TikTok. That's another one that we could go off about, but not here. Um, I know there are so many wonderful programs and aspects of what you just presented that we all just saw. If you could pick one, and I know this is going to be hard, it's like picking your favorite kiddo or grandchild that's your favorite to speak to in detail, which one would it be and why?
Incubator program. The incubator program because it gives me the opportunity to fulfill somebody's dream. The incubator program. Me as a product of the incubator program, I will tell you, it brings uh, so much information and that the people just to hear their what they have to say about the impact the incubator has done for them, that is my baby. That is one thing that I said, I'm doing my job. I'm fulfilling my dream. I'm fulfilling their dream. And I'm going to make sure that they remember. And I always tell them this in my classes. Allow me the opportunity to be part of your success story. And I just hear, when they graduate and the compliments that they get from the chamber. And I don't take this just as, I take it for everybody that helps me do the incubators, but that's my baby, the incubator program. And second would be the Empower Embrace Excel Women's Expo, because on that one we get different women from diverse businesses and diverse professions, and they come together and they share. And you know what? I want everybody to understand when they use the word I failed. It's not a failure, it's a learning experience. So delete the word failure from your director. If you haven't failed, you don't know what success is. I
Oh,
guarantee you
I
that.
love
Mhm.
that.
Yes,
I love that because so much, like you said, it's just changing that word, just deleting it, getting it out of your vocabulary because it's part of your growth.
it's part of growth.
I love that. So we started today's session where I ticked off very impressive things about your background, Mary. Talk to us a little bit about now just hearing you speak and the way you've sort of presented everything today, your passion it clearly shines through. People
Thank you,
can
Jasmine.
truly feel that you do this from your heart. Where does that come from? Where from your background and your story does that come from?
Okay, I'll tell you that tell everybody I'm a chamber cheerleader. Okay, uh, I'm from El Paso. I've been involved in different chambers. Uh, uh, to me, everything that God has been good to me. I have learned so many things, and I have been blessed with so many opportunities, so many that there's my my feel in my heart. One way of leaving a legacy for future generations is to sharing the goodness that life has given me and make sure it doesn't die with me. Make sure that what I've learned and the opportunities that I've had, um, they continue moving forward. And just seeing the need and seeing the change and the impact that I can bring to whether it be a family that I feed through our food pantry or a family that I dress through clothing or a family that I put a smile on those kids' faces with toys. That is my drive. And when I have a business saying, gracias, Mari, gracias. por ayudarme. And when I see them starting from their garage and 3 years later moving them at Great Southwest, paying over $15,000, that's my motivation. That's where I say, I'm doing my job, I'm serving, and I'm fulfilling my goal to ensure that we advocate for small negocios, that we advocate for our families. And that's what keeps me going and moving and that's my motivation. That's like, you know, I'm very hyper. I'm 62. I've been married 44 years, have 4 kids, 11 grandkids, and I want to make sure that what I do for everybody, at some point when my grandkids grow up, somebody like Mary Dominguez will give them the opportunities I gave so many people here.
Oh, I love that. I love that so much. Talk to us about, you mentioned that you're an El Paso girl, born and raised.
Yes, I was born in Panama. My
Oh,
father was in the military. He was in
okay.
the U.S. Army, a master sergeant. Served in what he served in Vietnam, and he was missing in action for 3 years. I was born in Panama. Myself and my brother were born in Panama, and when I was 3, we moved back to El Paso, Texas. Been there. Was there all my life. Lived 8 years in Las Cruces, Nuevo Mexico. And you know what? My mother's from Chihuahua. Mi madre is from Chihuahua, Mexico. So when you're raised in a border town, when you see the NAFTA trade, when you see the downtowns that you don't see anymore, we
Yeah.
have malls, we don't have downtowns. Um, it just gives you the opportunity to and the broader look of so much that you can bring, especially from a hometown, a border town girl, to bring it to Grand Prairie that we've been here 27 years and having our first cultural event, Jasmine, with 7 people show up and
Wow.
now have over 2,000 people show up at our Fiestas Patrias. It is remarkable. It's just saying we did it. We
Yeah.
did it. You know what? I love El Paso. I have my mom there and my 2 sisters in El Paso and my 2 nieces. We go there every 3 months. Um, but I love Grand Prairie. It has been good to me. Our kids have all gotten married here. So we love, and you have to be good and appreciative and serve the city that gives you and embraces you. Un-
Yeah.
my mom used to say in Espanol, says all the time, uh, where are you from? You're from the city that embraces you, loves you, and gives you the opportunities.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. So, what was the journey that led you? And I'm not asking you to go into like a super convoluted or in the weeds or anything, but Grand Prairie is far from El Paso. So,
Yes, it is.
how,
Okay.
Mary, did you find yourself in Grand Prairie and planning your roots here and being such a wonderful part of the community there?
Thank you. Okay, well, from El Paso, we moved. My husband got a job and we transferred to Las Cruces, New Mexico for 8 years. And then my son graduated. And I'm talking about what, 27 years here. El Paso does not have um, job opportunities or career opportunities. So from Las Cruces, New Mexico, who doesn't have, it's a small, back then it was small, no factory, no nada. One hospital, you can either work for the district or the memorial and go to SMU. That's all they had, those 3 choices. So my son always wanted to be in the medical field. He graduated, first graduate from Las Cruces High. He said, Mom, I'm gonna go to Grand Prairie. My husband's family is from Grand Prairie. So that's what moved us here. And you know that Latino families were, our kids live with us. We don't kick them out at 18.
Yeah, very community, very
Yeah,
family.
they live with us forever and ever, right?
Yeah.
So we came over here. My husband asked for a job transferred, and we're here, and we made Grand Prairie our city. We made it, and that's where and you know what? Through the chamber in Las Cruces, they did a lot of events, and I remember they had a tabloid size called La Voz del Pueblo. the tabloid. And I had a tabloid that I created mine was in English and Spanish. Okay. El Conquistador News. So I kind of used that. And then I said, okay, well, then when we moved, I said, what am I going to do? I'll continue with my El Conquistador News. And nobody spoke Spanish was not a big thing here in Grand Prairie. I said, well,
No,
hey, it was not 27 years ago.
was
So
not.
imagine that. And I just took that. I said, this is my niche. This is where I fit in doing these events, bringing the Fiestas Patrias, bringing El Grito. And that's where it all took off. And that's how I got here and continue
Uh,
to be here and doing all the things that I love doing.
that's incredible. And you touched on something because I'm a lifer. I've seen Dallas Fort Worth just completely become this melting pot over the last, 35, 40 years. It is not what it was prior to that. So over the course of that 27 years, when in even one of your previous slides, you'd said the minority is now the majority.
Yes.
Do you find that because culturally in the Hispanic community, it is tight knit, it is family. Do you feel like that cultural identity has translated into the actual fabric of Grand Prairie from what you've seen?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. It has. Let me tell you that when I got here, Jasmine, um, it was hard because we speak Spanish. My first language is Spanish. My kids' first language is Spanish. So coming into a district where no Spanish was offered, or they would identified, one of my kids was identified with a, a learning disability.
Oh,
It was not a learning disability. I requested immediately. I said, nope, I want a meeting with the whole board of trustees. When I walked in there, not one single person spoke Spanish. I'm talking about 27 years ago.
yeah.
We got to Grand Prairie, and I said, I started speaking in Spanish. And they said, Ms. Dominguez, we don't understand English, please. And I
Mm,
said, okay, you don't understand Spanish. So then are you telling me all of you have a learning disability?
yeah. Great. Oh,
You know, and I took it
love
from
that.
there. And you know what, that has just one of the punches that life has thrown at me. And I take everything with an open heart because I know I can change that. I know that we can, if we speak up, uh, and let them understand, you know what, this is not so. Uh, our first language is Spanish because we come, I
Mhm.
mean, my mother's Mexican, right?
Yeah.
So what do we speak in at home? We speak Spanish, right?
Yeah.
And back then, the school was different, but those things, I figure with all the things that have happening and the changes, it has just evolved. And I'm glad to see Gran Prairie now being what we say, and I'm proud and I say it all the time, a minority majority city. Listen, now we have a new city manager. He's from El Paso. We have a new director for economic development. He's from El Paso. And, we have the Hispanic Chamber, which we didn't have. And it's
Yeah.
a platform, it's an advocate. You would not imagine, Jasmine, how many people call us in Espanol. Tengo mi dinero, where do I
Yeah.
put it? Don't put your money here.
Yeah.
Wait, and that's needed. So I feel that all this, evolution and all this after COVID, it was just like a big boom. I took COVID as a big blessing because we were born right after COVID, you know.
Yeah.
And so, yeah,
That's amazing. That
it,
and
it,
to think that this was born from something that otherwise,
it hit us
was
so hard.
it was so hard, but what a wonderful gift from such a challenging time. We have a question for you, Mary. Can you
Okay.
share with us a specific success story related to the chamber's activities? I love this.
The success stories, well, we have many, but I'll tell you that one of the success stories our chamber really has are the graduates. The success stories of our incubator graduates are our success stories. Our success stories, I want to say, is the people that graduate, that take that class, and that graduate and continue still having a business when they graduate on the first incubator we started in 2021. Those are my success stories. My member success are my stories, are my success stories.
Oh, it's your legacy.
It's my legacy and it's there and nobody can take that away from me.
No, they can't. And I imagine that, because you guys are so hands-on, there's not this, okay, we're done, see you later, the relationship's over. I'm
Yeah,
sure that you probably keep in touch, that they're able to still access you, things of that nature.
absolutely. They do. And one thing that I know nobody else does, if you go on our website, my cell phone is there. And I put 24/7 Mary Dominguez cell. If you need me, call me. Like I said, I know that there might be, I mean, we have the restaurants, we have the, different, the hairstylists, we have some of the stores, the cell phone stores. That's when they do business on weekends. So we cannot have a Monday through Friday only answering phone because we know at some point our business, our negocios need us on weekends. So I do make myself available and I'm very sure I'm very much about using my cell phone like my office. So everybody, every single member at our chamber has my cell phone. And
Wow.
most of them call my cell phone or they text me for Mother's Day or they text me for my birthday that is how close we are. We are a community, business community chamber. Yes,
Community. I
yes,
love that. Emphasis always on community.
absolutely.
Um, Okay, so Mary, and I have to ask you this. You were the first Hispanic woman to serve as president of the Grand Prairie ISD Education Foundation. You earned the National Social Worker Award in March 2022. Talk to us about, when you talk about legacy, how for
Yes.
you, respectively, those two play into your legacy.
Okay. Like I said, the Education Foundation, I made it a priority. I made it a priority that our kids knew the district had money for them and they had to apply. That was my first thing when I walked in. I said, I'm going to make sure that we are communicating this. So it is there. There's another president now. I still sit on the board, but we make sure that our kids know there's funds there for them. They need to apply. Of course, everything has a protocol, but we make one thing that we do make sure is that they know the funding is there and they cannot shut their dreams or drop their dreams because they don't know where to go. So that's one thing, and that's my legacy that I'm going to leave. That I know now the counselors at our foundation puts out the application, the counselors communications puts that information on the website, and we make that information available to our seniors. One thing, and our teachers, we also do the teacher grants because we got to understand our teachers work hard. They don't get
Mhm.
they don't get the money they deserve. Um, so whatever we can give them, the grants that we have through the programs that they submit, we want to make sure the education foundation, that they know their education foundation is here to support them. That's on them. And I love what I've done with the foundation. We have a good board, education foundation. We have room. If you live in Grand Prairie or have a business, we would love to talk to you about being part of the GPSD Education Foundation. As far as the National Social Worker Award. When you serve, you become a counselor. I'm not a counselor. I'm a business consultant in business, but I'm not a counselor. But when you serve so many familias and you run into so many people and make a change and bring, I want to say hope, because that's what I do with my families. Uh, when 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 we have all this families that we serve, we need to make sure that we talk to them, that they feel we don't have to ask them to come and ask for a bag of food. You know, um, you ask them what impact the familias that we talk for them, they become family. They call me for when their kids, different issues that they're affecting the kids, the mamas. So I've been able to build that trust, and it's trust that it is because you become part of their life también, not only in business but in community. And my God, we have had, Jasmine, tough stories to listen to,
Mm,
tough
and
stories. And I always reach out to my counselors, and you know, I, I've had some difficult ones. I mean, but difficult when you have a woman crying at 9 p.m. in your doorstep or calling you outside the hall, which is, a business and wants to commit suicide, and you
Mm,
run out there, you're not a counselor. So what do you do? Grand Prairie is so close that we have our cell phones. We have our mayor's cell phone. We have our chief of police cell phone so we can communicate and serve. That's how we become part of their life. And those efforts, Jasmine, to show we care, you become part of their life. You
yeah.
become part of their life. You become that person that was there available when nobody else was. So, I earned that. And Blanca, which is a counselor, the director of counseling in GPISD, she said, Mary, I know you're not a counselor, but you deserve this because you figure a way. And I'm very honest, Jasmine, when they call with some problems that are just, I tell them, you know what, I'm not a counselor, but I will find you the help right now and I will find you the right person that can help you. And we won't leave them alone. I won't leave them alone until I'm sure that they're safe. Uh, so that has been a great accomplishment for me is receiving something that I don't have a title for. I'm not a social worker, but I sure as hell make myself available when there's somebody in need because that is my obligation as a good human being, and any human being should be able to serve and help somebody. Telling them they're valuable, they have a mission here in life, and we need them here. Another accomplishment that I got is I forgot to mention I got the Mujeres Legendarias from Ford. So that's another accomplishment that I hold dearly to because I said, oh my God. And, with this other four trailblazers, receiving that nombramiento, that naming from Ford was something very big to me. Telemundo 39 nominated me for a Mujer Imparable and had a segment, a beautiful segment. Those things, nobody can take them away from me.
Yeah.
Mine. I take those. This on the 14th, I got an award, the Motherhood Trailblazer Award from Councilwoman Adams here in Grand Prairie. Those are things that tell me to keep doing what I'm doing, continue serving, continue bringing opportunities, continue caring for the families and looking at every single family and every single business as, my little family, my treasure chest, where we hold everybody and we help and we serve and we help each other out.
Yeah, it's interesting this entire almost hour, and we're about to wrap up here, but the word chamber is just a word, not that you are evoking the feeling behind chamber. When people see the word chamber, it just feels like this sterile word that's attached to something governmenty that I don't know. But I'm telling you, Mary, just hearing you speak in the last almost hour, it doesn't feel like just a word anymore.
Thank you very much, Jasmine. I'm glad, that I was able to instill a little bit of what chambers are. I'm a chamber cheerleader. The chamber is our chamber. I want to say is every chamber has something good to offer. Go in your city, look for a chamber family, see what they have to offer, and see the value. And my respect and regards to all the chamber presidents, not only in Texas but everywhere, because I know the work that we put into it. I know what it takes, and the challenges we face. So I want to thank all the presidents out there with the chambers and encourage people to, use their chambers platforms to continue their success stories.
Oh my gosh. And yeah, and seeing the younger generations do that as well, and folks like you having a heart for that. So thank you for doing
Absolutely.
that.
Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you very much.
Yes. And real quick before we wrap up, you had mentioned you're accessible through your phone number. Is that the preferred method? What do you prefer for folks to reach out to you?
Okay, they can reach out to email is always best for me. We have our website, Grand Prairie Hispanic Chamber of Commerce.org. My cell phone is listed if it's something that they need to find, they need a question. My cell phone is there, 972-480-7501. I don't mind responding, even if you're not a member. If I need to refer you something, I'll be more than happy to refer you somewhere and get you the information you need.
Wonderful. Thank you again, Mary Dominguez-Santini. This was absolutely wonderful. And thank you all for joining us today. And Sarah will be back with another session a week from today, Same time, same place. You guys know the drill. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you to all for tuning in. And thank you, Seth, for the opportunity.